I welcome you to this section of the tutorial. For this section, we go learn about sorting and filtering. As we already know, Excel gets many inbuilt tools wey dey help us to manage our data, and the sort and filter feature e dey among the best Excel tools wey we fit use manage our data. So wetin be dis sort and filter tools? The sort and filter tools na the tools wey we dey use do sorting and filtering. The filter tool e get the ability to filter a column of data within a table, so you go isolate all the component of the data wey you need. The sorting tool fit allow you to sort your data by date, by number. E fit allow you to sort am alphabetically and in many other ways. So for this section, we go see as we fit explore the sorting and filtering option, so we go learn as we fit use am manage our data. To use the sort and filter option, we go need create new data set. If you like, you fit get your data set from different sources. Data sets dey free and e dey available on some mediums like Kaggle and some others. I go mention some of the places where we fit see free data sets later in the course. But for now, I go like create my own data set. So to create our data set, we go sheet 5. So na blank sheet be this. So we go create our data set. So wetin I get in mind na a list of workers wey dey work in a particular company wey dey spread out all over Nigeria. So I go like list their name, their sex, their age, marital status, and some other things. Make we start with serial number. So the serial number, I go like make that serial number dey from 1, 2, 3. Don't forget wetin we don learn about autofill handler. So if you hold am like this, come to the autofill handler, drag am down. You fit drag am as much as you want. So I go like make it dey somewhere like 501. So na 500 names we dey find now. So now the serial number be this. Then make we also include something like employee code. You know, say for different companies, they always get employee ID, employee number. So make we just include employee code. So that employee code, we fit get numbers like maybe 287654. You know, just a code of like 6 numbers. And so we want make this code, make all this serial number get the code. So the next employee code, we fit just enter something like 178349. You know, just random numbers, but just 6 numbers each. But if I talk say make I dey write am dey go up to 501, it go take our time. So make we use function, make our work easier. So to use function, we fit just say equal to. So we get one function wey dem dey call round between. See am, returns a random number between the numbers you specify. So if we use this round between function, it fit help us randomize numbers, but we go don specify the numbers wey we wan make it randomize. We go choose the top number, the top limit, and the lower limit. So you go randomize between those two numbers. So if you click round between, it dey ask us say which number we wan make it the bottom. So I fit just say 198 or 128555 and the bottom number. Then you see after this comma, then you space, and then the top number. The top number fit be maybe 999 650, and then we close the bracket, and then if you press enter, you see we get random number. So if you pull them down like this, we'll pull them to 10, you see it go randomize numbers between 128,555 and 999,650. So make we just double click this autofill handler, it go fill them to 501. So you see so you don't autofill them. But you get something where I want to make you notice. Notice this number. Notice this number 859,788. If we double click the autofill handler again, the numbers could change. You see and now so it go dey happen when we dey enter the next set of data. All these numbers are product of function. You see a product of this particular function. If we want to fix this number and we don't want to make it a change, we fit just copy them, then we fit just go to paste options, paste special. So click on paste special. So we don't want to paste the formulas. Now only the values we want. We don't want to make the formula. Now the formula they make them they change. But if we don't select values and we press OK, now only the values we're going to see for inside the box. So you see only values, no more formula. So we don't fix these numbers now, they not go change. So make we move on. So the next item where I want to put for our data now the names of employees. Names of employees. For our names of employees, I don't get a list of names where I don't copy to my clipboard. So I will just come here and click paste. So now my names of employees be this. Make sure say the names reach 501. Okay, 501. The next item on our list now the sex of the employees. So for sex, we fit have male and female. So we go assign random sex to all these names. So what we fit do, make we use another function. This time we go use the choose function. If we click choose, we go use another function inside this function. So we dey use functions inside function. I go explain this one better as we dey progress for this course. But for now, make we just use and create our data set. So if I click rand between, I want to randomize between two values. Make I close this bracket. And wetin be these values? These values are male and female. So if we just close our bracket. So we press OK, we get error value. Be like say that one means say mistake don't do this formula. Run between two values. Okay, now here the mistake dey. Excel no recognize this value except we put them in quotes. Make we quote them. Okay, so we don't get them correctly. So now if we use autofill handler, okay, so we don't fill them for us. Don't forget, say this one are male before. If we use autofill handler again, it will change. So make we do the same thing what we do for this employee code. We'll just copy everything and paste only the values. Paste special values. Okay. So the next one are age. Okay, for this age, if you try this one on your own, if you use the rand between option we will use here to randomize the age, let's say between a lower limit number of 22 and an upper limit number of 59. And then after you don't get them, just use the autofill handler. If you don't finish them, good. But if you never do them, make we do them here. So equal to round between our bottom number now 22 and our top number now 59. So close the bracket, enter, and then use autofill handler to drag them down, copy them, and paste special, paste only the values. So we don't do them like that. So the next thing we want you do now, okay, marital status. So the marital status will be single, married, and you get some people will say they prefer not to disclose their marital status. So now make we can assign marital status to all these names. Make we assign them randomly. So make we use the same choose function we will use for our text here, and then another function inside, round between 3 values. And then so it will be our first value. First value now single. Don't forget I don't put them in quotes. Second value now married. And the third value now prefer not to say. And then close the bracket, enter. Okay, good. Then autofill handler. Okay, perfect. So make we copy and paste only the values. Okay, so we have only the values. Don't forget, say these ones I enter manually, so now only the values stay there. Now I no copy them. So moving on, I would like assign state of origin. And then I would like assign the department where then day for inside the company. I would like assign which branch them day for Nigeria, then the zone where the branch day. Make we also assign vaccination status. Now where they don't vaccinate people for COVID. And then make we assign salary. So for state of origin, make we just quickly use the choose function. Run between let's say I would like use maybe 10 states. So the first state, Abuja. Second state, Enugu. Third state, Zamfara. The fourth state, let's say Lagos. The fifth state, let's say Niger. 6 states, Port Harcourt. Sorry, mistake here. Just add a space here, Port Harcourt. Then make we also include Kaduna. That's value 7. Let's go Anambra. Delta State. Imo State, or okay, Ogun State. Oyo State. Okay, I think we have 10 values already. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Open State. So let's cancel this Oyo State, and then make we close our bracket. We'll press enter. Okay, be like say problem did this formula. Okay, this is where the problem is. This one no dey in quotes, so we will choose enter, and then make we, so we don't assign state of origin to all our workers. Make we can assign departments to them. So very quickly, make we use our choose function, choose random numbers between okay, the department we want to use, we use like 6 departments, and then we can call the first department the IT department. Second department, let's say HR department, human resources. Let's say the third one, PR department. Then if you call another one commercial department. Another department will be sales department. Then make we add another one, let's say accounts department. So let's say you don't do like this. Okay, let's count it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, 6. So enter, and then you see, say these things they change. These values, this state of origin values they change. If I use the autofill handler here, it go change. So we forget to copy the values. So make we quickly do that one. Make we paste only the values. Okay. We'll do the same for this one now. So if we use the autofill handler here, this one go dey static, it no go change again. So now why we dey copy and paste only values, paste only the values. Okay, so we don't get only values now. So for our branch, let's say our branch, let's say we have like 5 branches or maybe 4 branches. Very quickly, equal to choose run between 5 branches. So the first branch, let's say Abuja, you get their own branch. Then let's say Lagos self get their own branch. Just get your own branch. Port Harcourt self get your own branch. Okay, maybe we'll just add Anambra State, the 5th branch. So close the bracket, enter. Okay, so we don't use autofill handler. Make we also copy and paste the values. So now we want to see the zone where all these branches dey. For Abuja, we fit say okay, Abuja na the head office. We fit say Lagos na southwest zone. We fit say Port Harcourt na south zone. Jos na the northern zone, and then we fit say Anambra na southeast zone. So Abuja head office, Lagos southwest, Port Harcourt south, Jos north, and the only one we have again na Anambra, and this one is southeast. Okay, and this one are north. Abuja na head office. We just copy and paste them here. Port Harcourt south, copy and paste. If we say make we continue like this to 500, it go take our time. So wetin we fit do, we be say the zone go correlate with the branches. If we just say make we just randomize them ordinarily, we fit get maybe Jos as a head office, or we fit get Lagos as north. So but we no want that one. We want make everything dey in line with the branch. So wetin we fit do na to use another function wey dem dey call if function. So this if function, it dey check whether a condition dey met and returns the value if it's true and another value if it's false. So make we try am. We go learn more about this if function as we dey continue for this course, but make we quickly use am here to just quickly create our table. So if this particular cell is equal to Port Harcourt, so the value if true will be south. So we go use another if function. So our next if function, this thing wey we dey do now, then they call am multiple if functions. So I go explain that one better later, but we'll just quickly use and create this table. Then if I11 is Lagos, remember say your text go dey in quote or else Excel fit no recognize am. If I11 is equal to Lagos, then the value if true should be southwest. Then comma, if another if function. If I11 is equal to Abuja, then the value if true should be head office. Be like say we don't do Port Harcourt. Okay, the mistake there. Port Harcourt get space for here, but you don't get space for here. So maybe we'll just put the space. So Port Harcourt, South, Port Harcourt, Lagos, Abuja, remaining Jos and Anambra. So if function, and then we're saying if I11 is equal to Jos, then our value if true now not. And then finally, if I11 is equal to Anambra State, then the value if true will be southeast. But remember I say we open all these brackets but we never close them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 brackets. So we'll close all our brackets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we'll press enter. South, and then we'll use the autofill handler. So you see Jos north, Port Harcourt south, Lagos southwest, Anambra southeast, Abuja head office, and we have them like that until it reach the end of our data, which is 500, serial number 500. So the vaccination status, we'll quickly do that one. We don't already sabi them. So just choose randomize between just two options, vaccinated and not yet vaccinated, comma, and then our values, vaccinated, and then as other value, not yet vaccinated. So we just close our bracket, press enter, and then the autofill handler. Okay, we know we never do something for here. We didn't paste only the values, so we'll just copy and paste only the values. Okay, we'll paste only the values for here too. Copy, okay, finally salary. So for our salary, let's quickly do that. That one day easy. Let's say a random number between a random salary between 190,000, which is the bottom, and make we can choose the top of maybe 700,000. Press enter. Okay, make we come use the autofill handler to our salary. Make we just make this one more realistic. Make we format them, come out from general, carry and go currency. Make we choose symbol, naira symbol. Okay. Alright, we will choose naira. So we'll remove the decimal places and then okay. All right, so our table done set. So may I just quickly do some small fine tuning to make our table day more realistic. Look at places like this. Onibide John, female. This one's supposed to be male. Abdul Samad Hussein should be male. So make I just quickly fine tune them, make it more realistic. So I don't fine tune them. I just quickly do some small editing. Center. So make I use borders, all borders. Okay. All right. So I don't do small editing. I don't assign the sex according to the names. And that thing where I do is I include intern for our department. And some other small editing. So make we go back to why we create this table. We create this table so we go feel learn how to sort and filter, so that we go fit manage our data better. As our age no dey in any particular order, sometimes you go want sort your data from maybe the oldest to the youngest, or the youngest to the oldest. How we fit do am? If you look at our home tab very well, and if you look at the right corner, you go see we get option sort and filter. If you click on this sort and filter option, you go see sort from smallest to largest, or sort from largest to smallest, custom sort, filter. So we go learn as we fit use all these things impact our work. So make we look our age, make we copy them. We'll copy our age, and then we'll go to sort. So we want sort from smallest to largest. So if we click smallest to largest, it don't give me warning. Say it found data next to the selection. So do I want to continue with the current selection, or do I want to expand the selection? If I click continue with current selection, now only the age go change. Now only the age go sort. Go sort all these ones in line with the age. So make we quickly do that one, and then we go do the correct thing. So if I continue with current selection and I click sort, you see now only the age sort from the youngest to the oldest, but it not affect all these other data. So now the age of this person don't change, the age of this one don't change, the age of this one. So but not be waiting, it won't be that. I will click back, and then I'll go to sort and filter again. If we sort them, expand the selection to include all this other data. So if we click sort, you see so now the person will get age be this, now the person will get the age be this, and so we fit now know the employees with the youngest to oldest. So now how we fit use the sort tool be this. So the same way, if we want sort them from largest to smallest, we fit expand the selection and just click sort. So now only those people wey old pass, now them dey on top. You see say the serial number don't change. Now the serial number of this particular person be this, now their data be this. So make we look at another example. Make we sort by serial number. So we sort from largest to smallest. Expand the selection, sort. So you go bring you see from largest serial number to smallest serial number. Make we sort from smallest to largest. You see am. So now one of the ways wey we fit use the sort tool be this. Another tool dey apart from sorting from A to Z or sorting from Z to A. This one na custom sort. So we fit customize the way we want make it sort our data, and we fit choose more options. See am, if we click am, you see, so we fit sort by column, and then we fit sort on, maybe we can sort on values, and then we fit sort on the order. So if we choose age, for instance, and we sort on the values, our cell no get color, the font no get color, and the cell no get icon. So let's just leave it with values, and then let's say largest to smallest. You see am, don sort am. So those wey their age, those wey old pass, and then go dey on top. Make we check another thing wey we fit do for custom sort. So we don sort by age according to largest to smallest. So we fit add different level of sort. So if we click another level, sort by this, then sort by let's say sex, values, sort by A to Z. Anyone wey come first for female, for F or M, na im go dey on top. So make we click OK. So you see am, only the females wey old pass, na dem go come first. Then the males wey old pass, na dem go continue. So we fit sort by different levels. We fit even add another level of sort, and then we fit delete levels. If you delete this level, if you delete this level, so, and then you fit copy level, paste them again, and so now different ways wey we fit use the sort tool be this. So now the basics about sorting our data be this. So now we go filter. How we fit filter our data? Turn on filtering for selected cells, then click the arrow in the column header to narrow down the data. So how we fit use the filter option? So if we click filter, you see am, e don add filters to all the labels of our data. Let's say maybe we click on serial number, for instance. So with the filter tool, we fit sort and we fit get more filter options. So for example, number filter, we fit say okay, maybe the numbers wey dey top 10, filter only the top 10 items. Okay, so now the top 10 items be this. The ones wey get the highest serial number, na dem be this, the top 10. Then we fit even say okay, we fit clear this filter. If you make I arrange this one from smallest to largest, make it dey easier for us. Okay, so make we look at another example of a filter. So maybe we want sort according to commercial department. I want look the number of people wey dey commercial department. I fit just come this filter icon wey dey here, and then instead of ticking select all, I fit just untick am and then tick only the commercial department, and then if I click OK, so now only the data for commercial department na it will give us. So if I copy am like this, you see, now the number of people wey dey commercial department, 65 people dey commercial department. So maybe I want sort again those wey dey commercial department in the head office. So on select and then head office. Okay, you see am, now only those wey dey commercial department and those wey dey head office be this. So I fit come talk say okay, make we filter according to those wey dey commercial department, those wey dey head office, and those wey don dey vaccinated. Okay, so now the people wey dey the head office, wey dey commercial department, and wey don dey vaccinated be this. I fit even come reduce am to maybe male. You see am. So now those wey dey commercial department, those wey dey head office, those wey dey vaccinated, and the people wey be say them be men. if you look these filter icons very well, you go see say if you don't add filter, you go see something, you go see say the icon go dey different from the normal one where we never add the filter. See am, we don't add this filter, we don't add this filter, we don't add this filter, and see say e dey different from all these other ones wey we say we never add the filter. So finally, make we look at another example of filter. Make we filter the people wey be say them be over 40 in age. So if we just come to age, number filter, greater than, the age is greater than 40, or if you even add other filters where you want, so you can use the and you can use all. So make we click OK. So you see am, now the people wey dey over 40, wey dey commercial department, wey dey the head office, and wey don dey vaccinated, na dem be this. So now so we fit use filters. So to clear our filters, we fit just click on the filters wey we don already use. If you click am, you fit clear the filter. If you click the age to clear the filter, you fit click this one, clear filter, and then clear the filter. So we don't get our full data. So now so we fit isolate any data we want from our main data. So as you don't already see, Excel they offer a variety of sorting and filtering tools which will help us refine our data and which will help us keep them organized.